responses from yesterday's meditation and the impact it had, some of the people, the experiences they had during and after the meditation. Some stayed in meditation longer after the session, which is, it's, depends on how you feel and what draws and guides you and draws you into the meditation longer. But it's recommended that whatever is your higher self is probably guiding you to stay longer, do more, which is great. Obviously, we have a lot of shifting sands on the planet, things happening that you can see with your own eyes. You don't have to have anybody tell you. You can see it going on in front of you. The transition is well underway. There are a lot of things. It's funny, you hear a lot, you get a lot of information, but until you start experiencing it, it's a whole different ballgame. When you really start experiencing things that you've been, really waiting for a very long time, it can become a little scary, it can become a little frightening, because the reality is coming quickly of the abundance for the human race, the wealth, prosperity, and abundance. And when it's there in reality, it's a whole different story for people. When you're wishing for something and you have faith in something that's going to transpire or materialize, that's one thing. And I'm sure a lot of you have experienced that fact that desiring something and wanting something is one thing, but when you really reality hits and you have what you have desired so long, it's impactful. It can be very impactful in many different ways, and since we're all kind of different molds, we respond differently to certain stimuli, different outside stimulations. And when great abundance, prosperity, and wealth comes in, and you start seeing this shift, you witness it. It's not something that you cannot see. It's now full front and center. So empowering humanity to be ready to be adjusted and calm for this great transition is important. And in today's meditation, when we look at the forefront of reinforcing the prosperity, abundance, and great wealth being redistributed to humanity, to the human race, is to reinforce that energy, is to give it a couple more shots in the arm, is stronger. There's forces out there that, and some people have written in from yesterday's meditation that have said that they had some experiences that were obviously from the opposing energies that basically didn't like our energy of enforcing the light and love of prosperity, great wealth, and abundance for the human race. It's basically a release of its freedom. It's freeing humanity from slavery and bondage. That's what this is. That's what this financial shift is all about, freeing humanity from slavery and financial bondage, which humanity has been in from day one, forever. So it's hard sometimes for some people to identify the fact that, they don't have anything to compare it with. There's no way to do that. You can't. You've got nothing to, you can't even compare apples and oranges. You've got one thing that you're used to that has been ingrained in the social structure of the human race forever. Lack of and lack of this and lack of that, and stress and anxiety and fear that these things create. And we all know that without ample financial wealth in system, we have problems. We have challenges that, where do we turn? What do we do? There's people that I get messages from, emails from that, they're in dire need of medical care, and they don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. They don't have the money. And, people dying because of that. I mean, and I'm sure everybody's aware of that. So this, the energy of love and deep eternal love and prosperity and great wealth and abundance dispels all that, vaporizes it. As soon as it touches the negatives, it vaporizes it, it dispels it, and eliminates it permanently. And any that has the courage to fester up again, it will be vaporized again. So in today's meditation, I think that a reinforcing shot of great wealth, abundance, and prosperity is needed for humanity, for every single living being on the planet, so that we are assured that this process is expedited quickly, and that it lends positive, eternal love energy out to the people of planet Earth, eliminating all of this slavery is the best word for it. That's what it is, and we all know it, and a lot of people on this call are aware and plugged into the fact that something's got to change, and it's changing. We have a structure that cannot be turned back, cannot be stopped. It's in full force, and it's proceeding along very quickly. So, we're on the verge of total liberation of humanity. We're right on the edge of it. So, in this meditation, like yesterday's, and this is the first time we've done this, where we've taken a meditation from the previous day and done a reinforcing meditation on top of that, which I think is needed. And that's where I'm being guided to lead the meditation today, that it's needed for that energy to basically really beef it up to overflowing is paramount for all of us. And great wealth, abundance, and prosperity, supercharged. So when we visualize, when we feel, and we think, so with our hearts and our minds, we generate a meditative direction and feeling of total peace and massive amounts of great wealth, prosperity, and abundance flowing, almost like a pitcher of water being poured over one's head, where it's just absolutely saturating each and every single one of us. And the water is a shimmering golden white pink light water, and it has a purple hue, the purple transmuting flame. And we, as that pitcher is poured over each of our heads, and just picture it as a big, very large pitcher that does not run out of liquid. So it doesn't pour and stop. It just continually pours. Picture that over each human being's head. Picture that over each human being's head. So instead of the rain, that's why this is a reinforcing shot, a supercharge of great wealth, abundance, and prosperity. So if you will, go to your spaces where you are not going to be interrupted and where you can dump your mind. Empty the thoughts that come in. And, there's a lot of thoughts that we bring in during the course of the day. As soon as we get up in the morning, we're bringing in thoughts. We're bringing in ideas. We're bringing in fears. We're bringing in worries. It's automatic. We are genetically conditioned for it. So, if you will, just expel those. Dump your pockets out, which is emptying your mind. I have an analogy. If you got full pockets, and just dump them out on a table, and that's kind of showing that your mind, that's how you dump your mind. Just empty it out the best you can. Let it flow out, vaporize, and be sent back to the central sun. And relax your body the best you can. Lower your shoulders down, let things go, put your feet up, get in a very comfortable position, and just relax. Get peaceful. Go into peace. And then you want to take in 3 to 6 inhales through the nostrils, out the mouth. And the inhales are bringing in positive divine energy. And that's all supercharged. We'll use that word supercharged today for prosperity, eternal love, happiness, bliss, wealth, abundance, joy, great health, abundant health, good health. And as you're breathing that in, you're taking in those energies. They're coming in, and they're saturating you from the inside out. Dispelling anything they touch that happens to be of lower vibrational frequency and negative, they're dispelling it. They vaporize it. It's sent back to the central sun for repurposing. It's neutralized. And now what you want to do is go inside yourself through your heart center. Go inside yourself. And you're going deep inside yourself through your heart center for peace. The deeper you go, the more peaceful it becomes. You come into your vortex and you're surrounded by golden, white, pink light. You have, it's flickering, glowing, and reflecting all around you and above you, and you feel deeply, eternally loved. You feel wonderful. So you see your higher self, you join your higher self, your God spark, and you feel complete and peaceful. Now all of our higher selves are in constant communication with one another. And then what we want to do is call in all of love. All of these energies that we're calling in have to be of love, from love and of love, to participate with us. And we're talking about the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the fairies, the sprites, the ascended masters, all of our loved ones that have passed over, because they're there. All of love are very welcome to join us in this supercharged, abundant meditation. So, we feel them come in. We are all protected in a perfect sphere of the golden, white, pink light, enrobed in the purple transmuting flame of eternal love from the one prime source creator God, the God, Father God, Mother God, Nothing can penetrate it except prime source creator God's eternal love. So we're all protected. Now we arm in arm, we float up above the planet, and we begin these, and I guess the best way to do it is to picture a pitcher of liquid appears over your head, and it starts pouring softly over the crown of your head, and it just flows down and saturates you from head to toe continuously. And what it's doing is it's saturating you with great wealth, abundance, and prosperity. Massive amounts. Flooding you. Eliminating anything that would stand in the way of your great wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Anything. Vaporizing it immediately as soon as it touches it. So you're being saturated. This picture continues to flow. And then as we look down over all of us, and then as we look down over on the planet, every single human being is being saturated with a picture above their heads with the golden white pink light and the purple transmuting flame of deep, eternal love, great wealth, abundance, and prosperity. So any fears, any financial worries, any stresses, anything that you have collected since you have been in that body, on this planet, is all of those blockages are being eliminated, vaporized. As soon as the liquid touches them, they are being permanently eliminated. They're vaporized. They're sent back to the central sun. So they are leaving you. No matter how long they have been with you, they are going. You are refreshed. You are invigorated. Your outlook is bright, shiny, clear sky, beautiful waters. You are ready to go. I'll join you in this meditation, and I will be back to wrap it up.